Yeah, greetings. I hope everybody is doing well. So today I just thought of bringing something different. I remember I asked two questions about mixing tips and also how to make your kick sound harder. I dropped that video already last week. So today I want to continue with that question. In fact, just to finalize with those two questions. Hence, I'm bringing this one about mixing tips. So we want to talk about 5 mixing tips that can help you mix quickly without wasting much time or maybe later on ruining the project. So let's start after this intro. Alright, so basically these 5 tips are very much important. There might be many tips, but I just want to cite these 5 tips because they are very much fundamental in this journey as a producer or a mixing engineer. Alright, so tip number 1 is try to focus on those fundamental things or essential things. What do I mean? When I'm talking about those fundamentals, meaning check those things like EQing, completion, panning, all those things, leveling, all those are the fundamentals. Check, or first of all, look into all those kind of things. Rather than spending a lot of time tweaking this, trying to tweak this and that, you don't have to do that. Try to make those fundamentals, put those fundamentals first. Balance your sounds, your instrumentals, where the focus balance, because when you are making beats, sometimes you may not be balancing. You may just be making those beats and stuff. Balance all the instrumentals. Those are fundamental things that are needed. After balancing all those things, then you come to EQing and stuff. Everybody knows what EQing is. Basically, it's either you are subtracting or you are cutting frequencies which are not necessary, which you don't want to hear, because if you don't, they may clutter the mix. So basically that is it. If you look at the audio spectrum, there are frequencies from 20 Hz to 20 kHz audio spectrum. So that means our ears are capable of hearing sounds from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. In other words, 20,000 Hz. Between these ranges, all the instruments, all the vocals, everything that will produce sound that you will be able to hear is between 20 Hz and 20 kHz. So that is why you are supposed to EQ. You may have low ends, and you don't need those low ends in each and every instrument, apart from bass and kick, which you can also treat it. So basically, these are some of the fundamentals to look at. Okay. Point number 2, use reference track. What does that mean? So each genre that you produce, you should have reference track. How you want your final mix to sound. So let's say you are making, in this category, so you are making reggae or hip hop, you should have music which has been already released and that is already on the market. Whether it is old school, whether it is new school, things which are happening right now, have those reference tracks. See? So if you have those reference tracks, they help to guide you, because you cannot overmix, you cannot overdo things, because you know, okay, I want my sound to be here. Reference tracks is one of those things that have really helped me with my mixing abilities, because without a reference track, I would just do everything, trying to do a lot of figuring out, a lot of fumbling. By the end of the day, I don't even love what I've done. So that is the thing. So if you have a reference track, it's very, very much, it saves you time. All right, so let's look at point number 3. So point number 3 is try to learn those effective techniques, automation, panning. I already mentioned about panning, but in this case, if you are doing all these techniques, they help you because they create a dynamic range in your mix. So those dynamics, they help the mix to sound better by the end of the day. So these are some of the things to look at. So develop all these techniques, these automation techniques. Point number 4, use presets and templates. This helps a lot. Let's say you have created your own presets based on the style that you are making, whether it's for vocals, whether it's for instruments like guitars. I think you have been seeing me in most of my tutorials. I've created a lot of presets. Now, these presets help you to quickly start, you know. You can do some alterations here and there, but you're starting. So the beginning itself is very necessary, because when you know where you're starting, you know where where you're going to end. Because if you don't know where to start, that is where now you start fumbling and you mess up the mix. A template is very good for people who are beginners. To people like me, I don't use template at all. I just understand my frequencies. I understand the sound that I want to get by the end of the day. So let's say I'm just creating a beat fresh. I don't have to open the page, the template, whatever. No, it depends on the stage which you are. If you are a beginner, you are starting, using a template is very necessary. However, there are some kind of negatives to that. You may not develop a lot of skill to look for new things or new sounds or new techniques and stuff just because the template is already there. So you just you're done. It's okay, you want to do quickly, but skill-wise, it may not help you. But in this case, I'm trying to help to make you understand that sometimes it is very good to use a template so that you can do things quicker in case you have a lot of projects to deal with. Let's say you are working on an album or an EP of maybe 3 or 4 clients. This one is bringing in 5 songs, this other one is bringing 2 songs, this other one is bringing you 6 songs, the other one is full album. And really you can be congested with this work. And you cannot even breathe, you cannot think properly. So because of that, try your level best to have these templates, set your presets in your plugins. You'll be very quick to do all this kind of job. So I hope I have clarified what I mean here. Let's look at another point here. Organize your work. Oh, well, this would be maybe at first, but it's fine. Organize work organization. Create folders, arranging your everything about your work so that you don't have to struggle to do this and that. If you have done work organization properly, it will be very easy for you because you know this is where I'm going to start, I'm going to end here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. At the end, then this is done. Your work is properly organized. You cannot just start from nowhere, the work is just folders are here, the other folder is there, the other folder is in this other hard drive. Completed because maybe you're trying to take samples from here, samples from there, and organize. It may delay you because sometimes what if the other hard drive is not working or it has been unplugged? All those kind of things, they can delay you. Yeah. The other point here is try to take a break. You cannot mix a song. I'll tell you one of my secrets that I do. Most of the time when I've made a beat, now it's time for mixing this beat or everything now. I'll just do all these fundamentals that I've said. Maybe I'll just do it maybe for 15 to 20 minutes with low volumes. Remember, this is another tip. I'm doing this mixing with low levels so that I don't fatigue my ear. So if I do it for 20 minutes, I just stop there. I just stop right there because it helps me to see now. I have a clear image, like, so this is the sound, this is where I stopped. Now, when I'm going to check, I'm going again for that mix. I'm going to touch there. The song is done. So those breaks are very much helpful. They help you to rejuvenate your ear because the next time you come on that song again, you find out, oh, this is how this thing sounds. Come on, it doesn't sound well or whatever. Then you start again and stuff. But if you are not taking a break, you're mixing 1 hour, you are just mixing and mixing. Trust me, you end up trashing that work. Because the secret of mixing is if the work is not impressive, you never listen to that song again. Even if it is not the song of you or it's just a song of a client. Even when they have taken their songs, you should love to hear that work often. It should be one of your references to other songs whenever you are working. That means your mix has been very good. So basically, those breaks are very much helpful. All right, so the other point is use good sounds. All right, use good samples, good sounds. You will not waste time, because let's say you are looking for a kick, but that kick, you don't find a good kick. I used to struggle too much when I just started back, like I should say 15, 16, 17 years ago, because I started producing around 2004 when I just finished school. So 2004 I started producing. I was struggling a lot because I didn't have any samples. The time I learned to create, to sample, to do sampling, to make my samples, I was using other people's samples, but still more, I was still unable to understand how certain things work, despite the fact that I'm finished, I'm done from school. I'm still struggling to understand certain things, how they work. If you have good samples, it's very much easier for you to construct your mix properly, to not even to waste time, because you're done. It sounds good already. The last point is try not to be perfect. Don't try to be perfect, because trust me, in this game, this creative game, you can never be perfect. Whenever you feel like you're done here, mix a song this year. It's okay. Some of the songs that we listen to, songs that won awards, you even listen to this song, you're like, my God, but how did this song win an award? But maybe the time you were listening to that song, it was just a hit. But when you listen to that song now, it's no longer a hit to you, because you are able to pinpoint a number of mistakes, technically, maybe the singing side of it or the writing side of it. You know, these kind of things, critical listening and all that kind of stuff. So try not to be perfect. Just do what you can do and leave it there, because with creativity, there are no limitations. You grow. As you grow, you just do. As you keep on doing, you grow, you grow, you grow, you grow, you grow. So take it easy. So yeah, these are some of the tips that I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope you have captured the concepts here. Thank you so much for watching. I just decided to make it like a podcast way of doing things, because sometimes it's necessary. We will not be making this all the time. We can do these tips, share tips like this to help one another. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, I'm Will Wills, and if this video was very much helpful to you, thank you so much for watching. You can kindly share, leave a comment, like, and also subscribe. Yeah, if you want samples, I'm selling good samples for music production at a very reasonable price, especially for this month of December. My prices are a bit better, you know. With my samples, to those who have purchased, a number of people have purchased my samples. They are giving me good feedback. I have not hidden everything. You see most of the samples that I use, those are the samples that I am selling. So I'll leave my email address in the comment section. And yeah, you can contact me. Blessed love.